Hi YouTube, welcome to another edition of Horror Hands, and just wanted to say apologies that I've not been very active on YouTube recently. I'm actually on vacation, I'm on holiday, I'm at the beach, and I don't have any internet connection at the moment, so just conscious that I've not been watching videos or commenting or replying to comments, so I do apologise. I will be back on it in the next few days, but yeah, just wanted to quickly say that's why I've not been around much on YouTube the past week or so. But while I am at the beach, I thought it'd be fun to do a video, and for this video I was going to go through the top 10 best beach themed horror movies. So horror films that take place at the beach, at the seaside, or in and around the ocean. And I had a lot to choose from. It's one of my favourite kind of subgenres of horror, particularly like the creature feature side of things. I love anything that kind of comes from toxic waste or comes from the water. So this was a really fun countdown to do. A lot of these do involve like sea creatures, but not all of them. So yeah, let's get on with it. So the first movie at number 10 is Welcome to Spring Break, aka Nightmare Beach, and this is actually a slasher movie. This one I really enjoyed. It's such a fun film. It's very fast paced, it's very entertaining, there's lots of hacking and slashing in it. It takes place during spring break by the beach, so there's a lot of like teenagers getting up to mischief and partying, but at the same time there's this like motorcycle guy killing people off. And what I really love about this movie is the heavy metal soundtrack that accompanies it. It's a really great soundtrack that this movie has. Really adds to the fun of the movie. So number 10, Welcome to Spring Break, aka Nightmare Beach. Number 9 is Blood Beach. This is a movie that took me years and years to find. Finally watched it, really enjoyed it. It's a slow burner, there's not a lot happens, but it has a really good atmosphere to it. This is about a beach that kind of sucks people in, and like the police are investigating it, but they kind of obviously they don't really know what's going on, but there's some kind of monster beneath the beach that's eating the tourists. But yeah, slow movie, but great atmosphere. Number 8 is another slasher, The Mutilator. So this is a bunch of teenagers go to this like summer condo by the beach, and one of the teenagers, his father is like a bit of a psychopath and starts killing them off with all kinds of weapons and gadgets and things like that. This is one that I found the VHS at a car boot sale, and it had the original artwork with the Mutilator with his holding the axe up with the sunset going down behind him, and I thought, man, that looks so cool. And yeah, this has always had a bit of a place in my heart because of that, because I discovered it from a young age. So yeah, I always thought this was a fun slasher. So yeah, The Mutilator. Number 7, we've got The Last Shark, another one of the Italian Jaws rip-offs. This is very much a rip-off of Jaws, right down to the storyline and the characters, which are pretty much identical but not quite as developed as in Jaws. But it's a very entertaining movie. I do like The Last Shark. It has some fun elements to it. So yeah, always one that I've been rather fond of, despite it being an obvious rip-off to Jaws. Number 6 is Jaws 2. Jaws 2, a decent film. I do like Jaws 2, it's well made. I like that it kind of goes down the teenager route, sort of teenagers in peril, which was a big theme back in the late 70s. It's a good film. You know, it's the sequel to Jaws, which was amazing, so you know it's always going to be up against the original, but as its own film, it's pretty good. Number 5, we've got The Shallows. I like this movie. I thought this was a decent modern shark film, and I like that they didn't go down the sort of sci-fi massive use of CGI route. This one was more about the story and the tension and things like that. A little bit limited because of the location of this movie, but I thought they did enough to keep it entertaining and to keep it scary and things like that. So yeah, number 5, The Shallows. Number 4 is The Meg. This one is kind of more sort of deep ocean type of movie. It's not until kind of the last bit of the film that it reaches the shore and starts terrorizing the vacationers. But I really love The Meg. I find it very entertaining. Yeah, Jason Statham is great in it. I love the effects. Yeah, really good movie. Could watch this over and over again. So yeah, one that I really enjoy. Right, number 3, and I actually watched this last night while I was on vacation, is The Fog. John Carpenter, my favourite director, and this is one of his best films. I really love this movie. This is quite a unique one on this list because whereas the other films have a very kind of like summertime feel to them, this one doesn't. This one's quite the opposite. It's a very sort of gloomy, quite dark and cold film, but it really suits the atmosphere and the type of film that this is. Really wonderful film, some great imagery, a little bit slow at times, but yeah, one that I really enjoyed. Definitely one of John Carpenter's best. So yeah, The Fog. At number 2 is Humanoid from the Deep. This is the alternative Scream Factory artwork for its alternative title, Monster. I just really love this artwork. I think that's really cool. But Humanoid from the Deep, I love it. I love it for its trashiness. I love the effects, the rubber monster creatures that come out of the ocean. I love that it's set by the beach and things like that. Great cast. Yeah, always loved this one since I was a kid. I remember watching it a long time ago on TV and not actually knowing what it was called, and it took me a long time to find it. But when I did, it was like, oh, this is such a great movie. So yeah, really love Humanoid from the Deep. Great movie. And my number 1 beach-themed horror film, if you know anything about me, you'll probably know what it is already. My favourite movie of all time, Jaws. Not much that I need to say about this one. Watch it every single time I go to the beach or go to the seaside. Greatest movie ever made, in my opinion, and one that I absolutely love. So yeah, that is my number 1 choice. So that's my top 10 beach-themed horror movies. Please let me know what you think of any of them. Do you agree? Do you disagree? And are there any more that I need to see? Please let me know, because like I say, I do love these kind of movies. So yeah, that's my video. I hope that kind of looks and sounds okay here on the beach. And like I say, I apologise that I've not been active for a bit, but in the next few days I'll be back on it and watching people's videos and commenting and everything like that. So thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos.